I thought it was John Lennon from Tavistock Institute. Is that true? He came from the Tavistock Institute over the
Well,
pond.
some people do think that the Tavistock Institute worked to manipulate the Beatles and get them to promote, certain drugs and stuff like that. And I could believe the truth in that. I don't know all the details of that, but I definitely could believe the truth in it. And my books and films can only be so long. They're already very long, and
You need to get on.
people
They
already
put you on Netflix, man. You need to get a Netflix deal. We need to work. Would you be okay with doing Netflix?
I would, I don't think they'd be okay with doing it with me because it's too radical. But John Lennon, yeah, was killed by Jose Sanjarnes Perdomo, and because Jose Perdomo was like John Smith in the Latin community, but Perdomo, he had two other names in between Jose and Perdomo Sanjarnes, and in Cuba they have his name as a key CIA hitman who was working on the Bay of Pigs invasion and stuff like that, and so here was Jose Sanjarnes Perdomo being all of a sudden the doorman at John Lennon's apartment complex, and best evidence is that he was there to finish the job. If Mark David Chapman, there was a lot of bullets that came, and I think more than Mark David Chapman had, and so they were both the killers of John Lennon, and so yeah, that was and John Lennon in the '70s when he was given, I think it was the for a week he was out to be guest host of the Merv Griffin show. He had several Black Panthers on there on the Merv Griffin show that Merv Griffin never would have had on. John Lennon had them on there. He had Bobby Seale on there and all.